All right, so we're pulling honey supers today, and if you look at the hive here, so we got a hive with 2 hive bodies, and then there's a super here, and then this is a bee escape board, and then there's a super, and we just pulled 1 super off. Now, the bee escape board is what let me get all the bees out of here. And when we pull it off, you'll see how. And this super doesn't have any frames on it. And so what we're going to find in here is we're going to find a big cluster of bees hanging down from this down into this space. So I'm going to go ahead and pull these other supers so that we can look at them. So go ahead and step back a little bit. All right. So here we're just gonna pry this free. And I put the bee escape boards on a day and a half ago, basically, or maybe 2 days ago, roughly. So when you pull these, you gotta make sure no frames are sticking on the bottom. There. So now, so look at this. And you can see I've got the entrances, I have those cork holes, and they're all taped up. And then we're just going to set it here just so I can show you the frames of honey. So, and I'm fully suited up just because the bees can get kind of pissy when you're stealing all their honey. But like here's a frame of pretty solid honey, right? That's what it should look like. So those are all just the wax cappings over the honey. And if you look down into this box, you'll see that there's very few bees in here. There's just like, maybe 10 or so bees in here. And so now I'm going to show you what I do to clear the last few bees out. So I take it over to my truck. And then in the truck, got my little blower, handy dandy blower, a sheet of plywood to put it on, and then a sheet of plywood to put over the top. So I'll just take this, and I'm just gonna blow. That's all there is to it. Then I take the box, put it here, and I cover it. Okay, so it's important that it be fully sealed up, right? There's nowhere for the bees to go on. It's a pretty cool day today, so there's not a lot of bee activity. But if it was a warm day and I left this box like that, within 10 minutes, there would be 50 bees going in there, and pretty soon there'd just be a giant cloud of bees. Okay, so we're gonna leave that over there. Now we're gonna go back and pull this last box. Okay, so here's the last box. And again, you can see that there's very few bees in here. And when you pull supers, you always wanna check to make sure there aren't a lot of bees in there, because if there was a big cluster of bees in there, then I'd need to check to make sure that the queen wasn't actually up there and had gotten into the honey super, and I was about to like take her out of the hive. So we're gonna go put this back in the truck. Again, take our blower. To it, and there'll be a few bees in here, but that doesn't matter. And then I take it, slide it on top, make sure it's all lined up, and close it up. So now the bees can't get in there. So now we're going to go and look at the bee escape board. So this is the cool part. So this is the bee escape board, and then this is an empty super. There's no frames in here. And then those are our 2 hive bodies. So We're gonna crack this. And so now, Harley, bring the camera so you can see under. And watch, your finger might be in the way. So that's what it'll look like. See how there's a giant cluster? So what's happened, and so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and knock the bees down. If I wasn't gonna show you the bee escape board, I wouldn't necessarily do this, but I'll take my board and just go boom, right? And then now I'm just gonna wait a little bit. And then now I could pull it off. And there won't be too many bees coming out. I mean, they're a little pissed off because I just vibrated everything. So here's what the bee escape board looks like. So it's basically a puzzle for the bees. They can go down through the hole and come out these gaps, but they don't figure out how to go back, okay? And so now we can set this aside, and we're actually gonna put another hive body on here just because I'm concerned this hive might have too many bees in it and I might crowd them. So over here, this is just old, extra stacked up equipment. This is kind of perfect to use. So what I'm gonna do, pull this. Set it down. Add my extra space. And then there's not too many bees on this, so what I'll do is I'll just go and knock this out over here. So I'll come over here and just give it a good shake. Now it's all clear of bees, and there's a bunch of bees on the ground, and they'll go back to the hive. All right, go ahead and stop it.